Hello everyone, so today I'm gonna bring you a little bit of a different tutorial that I haven't really seen from this particular set of products, but I've seen like get the best out of your, I don't know, Lorac Pro palette, or get the best out of your, I don't know, set of products or something, or a kit that you bought, but I haven't particularly seen a video that says get the best out of your naked palettes. And I know that each of these palettes costs like $50, $52, $54, and it's actually pretty expensive. And I know that it's a high-end brand and it's really good and it's really worth the price. But I think that you can get much more than just shadows from this amazing 3 palettes. They all 3, as you know, have different undertones. The Naked, the original Naked has bronze undertones. The Naked 2 has taupey undertones, and the last one, and one of the most raved about palettes of last year, the Naked 3 palette, has rosy undertones. So I'm gonna show you how to get blush, bronzer, eyes, obviously, eyeliner, brows, and even lip products with the pigments that come in this palette. So if you wanna know how to get the best out of your naked palettes, how to get the most out of this Urban Decay naked palettes, please keep watching. Okay, so we're gonna start off the tutorial by doing the eyes, and you can just do any eye tutorial that you would like to with any of the naked palettes, but in my case I use the Naked 3, and I know this is a little bit of a dark look, not really rosy type for the Naked 3, and that's why I wanted to do it, because every tutorial I've seen is rosy or maybe a little bit goldy shades, mostly the same, and I haven't seen it use the shade Strange. Let me show you. This is the shade is Strange, and I've always seen it used as a highlight or inner corner highlight, or for the brow one, but I've never seen it used as an eyeshadow base. And also, these 2 shadows are a mugshot that is a kind of grayish tone, really pretty gray. That didn't sound good, but anyways, and this is a grayish tone, black, almost black, and they both actually got rosy undertones, but they are like really slight, and I always think that these 2 shades get left out because everyone else uses, I don't know, Limit, Trick, Nooner. Those are the most used shadows, and I just wanted to create a dark kind of look for the Naked 3, and that is what I did. I put Strange as a base, and then I use Mugshot as a transition shade, and then I use Dark Side as kind of a deepening shade. And I also use Strange as a highlight for my brow and my inner corner. So, continue with the eyes. I'm gonna use the shade Blackout. I know most of you know Blackout is just one of the best blacks I've ever seen in my entire life. It's pure matte black, and when used wet or with a setting spray, it makes a great eyeliner. So I'm just gonna pick an angle brush. I'm gonna wet it, not too wet though, because if not, it will not give us the intensity that we want. And I'm gonna just sweep it on Blackout, just pat it on. And I'm gonna start doing my wing liner. I'm gonna do it and I'll be right back. So this is basically the eyeliner look that I did. It's a wing line, but you can just use it as you would with your normal eyeliner. I don't know, a cat eye, or just a simple eyeliner look, as you wish. And if you want it to last a longer time, you just pat the matte bare shadow with no water on top, and it will last a long time. So moving on from the eyes, because I won't be applying mascara because it's just hideous to take it after the tutorial. Let's just be real. I'm gonna go over to the face, and I'm going to do my brows mixing Blackout on the color from the Naked One palette, which is called Buck, which I also gonna be using for bronzer. Buck is just this kind of, let me just zoom in for you. Buck is this kind of brown matte shade. It's a very good matte shadow. It's great for contouring, also contour your nose, just anything to contour and also to create a very nice sun-kissed look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring out my little brow tool. I'm gonna groom my brows, and even though I already have very filled brows, I feel like a lot of people don't, and that's the truth. So I'm just gonna fill it a little bit even, so you give yourself the idea. I'm gonna pick a little bit of black out, and then I'm gonna go over to Buck, and I'm just gonna sweep it across here. Blackout and Buck. I recommend actually using Buck and then mix it with Blackout, because if not, Buck is gonna get a little bit nasty. Just sweep it across. This I don't think would last a long time in oilier skin tones, but in normal to dry, this will just be great. If you wanted to last in oily skin types, then you can add a brow wax on top and it will just stay on all day. Alright, so leaving the Naked 2 palette, I'm gonna go back to the color I talked about earlier, that's Buck, and I'm gonna pick it on this kind of brush, which I have used a lot lately in my tutorials. This is the e.l.f. Professional Bronzing Brush, and it's just an angled brush with red fibers. And I'm gonna kind of squish it a little bit and put it into Buck just like this. This will create a little bit of product as it is not a dense brush at all. So I'm just gonna start off by my forehead and bring it down. Just starting off really lightly because this can get very dramatic, and I don't like dramatic contouring for me because I'm a really skinny person, and it just makes me look like it makes me look really dead. So I'm just gonna bronze it up a little bit, not too harsh. I'm gonna clean my brush and I'm going to blend it just really well, and then continue with the rest of my face. Okay, so I'm done with the contouring. I also contoured around my nose. I use a smaller fluffy brush to just blend Buck out. And this is a contour you get. As you can get, it's really natural, but it can also get really intense as you build it on. You can also, I wouldn't really recommend using Tease from Naked 2 because Tease is a more grayish brown, but let me show you. Tease is a more kind of a grayish brown, so it just wouldn't work out as well. But if you have kind of a fairer, cooler skin type, maybe it can work for you. But for olive skin tones, Buck is just perfect. Okay, so moving on to highlight. There are a lot of great highlights in the free Naked palettes. You can use a Strange, which we use for the crease here, if you want a matte highlight, but I don't think that highlights are supposed to give you dewiness, so a shimmer shade would do it. I just think that a mix of Virgin and Zen would do it amazingly. So I'm going to do that, but you can also pick Buddha Call from Naked 2, and it just does a fantastic job too. I'm gonna use the same brush I used for Buck, and I'm gonna just squish it into Virgin and just squish it into Sin, so it just creates a very nice highlight. I don't know why I'm putting highlight before blush, but we can get with it, right? We can get with it. In fact, with the shade I'm going to use for blush, maybe you don't really have to apply highlight, as this is a kind of rosy, goldy, kind of rock couture but benefit pigment. So just apply this very nicely. You can also apply just virgin to your forehead and your nose bridge, and it's fabulous. So you get it that way, and now we're moving on to blush. And of course we're gonna use the trusty Naked palette, the Naked 3. Why is there a hair in my mouth? Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna pick the prettiest shade for blush that I think it's here. That is Burnout. And Burnout, as I said before, this kind of rosy goldy kind of benefits the Rockateur blush. And I'm just gonna use this same brush to just squish it into. There's always a little bit of fall when using this kind of brushes. To sweep it across Burnout and then put it slightly into my cheeks. And as it is so kind of goldeny, it adds a little bit of dewiness to the face as well. I want to get over with the blush, but yeah, let's see it. And now for the most weighted part of this tutorial, or maybe it's just me who gets excited. Get your Vaseline or just your lip balm. I'm using my EOS lip balm, and apply it on your lips. Just like so. If you want to, you can use a lip liner, but I'm not really sure that would be a good idea. Because it wouldn't just exactly match the color that we're gonna use, and it will look totally like nidus. But if you find it good. So I'm gonna pick this a smaller brush, because this is actually a concealer brush, and I'm gonna pick the shade Nooner. Yeah, Nooner, and mix it a little bit with Limit. I'm just gonna kind of try to line my lips with this. Kind of trying to line them. What the heck happened? Okay, kind of trying to line them. I don't know if you can see it, but it worked. Okay, so now that we light them with a little bit of Nooner, I'm gonna pick Limit, which is this really pretty matte. Where's the matte pinky shade? And I'm just gonna apply it to my lips. It almost looks purple, like a really pretty lavender shade. So after you've applied Limit all over your lips, you are gonna pick Strange and just put it over the center of your lips, and then blend it out to kind of get an ombre effect. If you really want the ombre effect, you pick Nooner, you put it on the outer corner of your lips. This is gonna give us this really pretty purplish, lavendery, pinkish lip. And if you're wondering, no, this does not dry your lips at all, as it is lip balm underneath. So I think that's it for this tutorial. Like this video if you like it. Yeah, if you like it. And if you want more looks with the Naked palette, just using it for highlight and stuff, then comment down below. Or if you get any suggestions for other videos, please share it with your friends to see how amazing this tutorial is, because it is amazing. I know you know it. And subscribe if you please and want to see more of my videos. I'll see you in the next video. Please stay tuned, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.